All right, going live on this here. This will be a video update of my experience today traveling to Colorado's Denver District Court and the Eli Regalado holy shit saga. Don't anticipate there'll really be anybody that does join in this, but it's easier to just make a video and just kind of talk. And be relaxed. So it has been I don't know, 17, 18-hour day for me. I was in court and listened to what was said and done. Fearless leader Eli, so you guys know, I met him just shy of 2 years ago, and the project that I created is called Coin. It's probably not a mystery to you guys, and it does not have problems until it has people like Eli show up and then try to blame his scams and his problems onto things like I don't have any. So, try to stay on track with what happened in the last 10 days. 10 days ago or thereabouts, the state of Colorado filed a civil complaint against Eli and Caitlin for defrauding investors. Now, the figure that they had was approximately $3.2 to $3.4 million. And then in going and sitting and listening through 2.5 hours of testimony, which Eli and Caitlin did not show up for, despite their claims that they would rigorously defend anything and that the Lord will provide. And all of the notes that I've got here, basically their assets are now frozen, that to the extent that Colorado has control of them. But I wanted to just kind of simply point out that, okay, here's the Denver permit office. This is a permit. This is 2023. The Lord called them to have a remodel done. Well, it's funny because the permit is only set out for $83 for carbon monoxide alarm. Has to be within 15 feet of a room. So where do you go from there? Well, it's more like the bullshit that he tried to sell me in early 2022. Because in October of 2021, remember, they had a perfectly good house in 20. They had an option to take the crappy house, or the Lord was going to bless them with the perfect house that needed no work. And it really didn't, because if you go on Zillow and you look at the address, which is 2355 South Eudora Street in Denver, just go to Zillow, look at the pictures, because that's the last time you're going to see that house, because it's been bulldozed. They pulled out, they tried to do something tricky. They pulled out a permit on October of 21, okay? The Lord didn't tell them recently to do jack. And it's for $385,500 in add-ons. But if you go to the back section here, and you can look and see inspectors either approve or deny things. Let me just read the last thing. What was pointed out here. So the last inspection was last month in December of 23, and it is denied. And this is the most unreal. It's so freaking unreal of a comment. The inspector notes that the contractor has completely removed the existing house and constructed an entirely new house on addition permit. Contractor must resubmit plans to plans review, indicating entire scope of project. New plans must be approved under current code cycle and will require a certificate of occupancy. Also, the contractor must immediately replace the perimeter fence with a contact phone number and address. Let's go through some forensic numbers that I learned today, because why the fuck not? So basically, they took all the money from anything that they got in any of their entities, whether that was Victorious Grace Church, and then they tithed that to themselves, or they paid their credit cards off. They went on extravagant things. There was a down payment of $731,000 alone just on this home remodel stuff, even though we were told $300,000. Total transferred from Victorious Grace to Eli was $478,000, of which I think it was $232,000 that he tithed to himself. Credit card, $250,000 for Caitlin on behalf of Eli for an American Express. That's Express card number 1. American Express card number 2, $26,000 for Caitlin. These are payments that were made. American Express card number 3 for Caitlin, $22,000, and then a Chase for Caitlin, $21,000 paid. Good job, Eli. You got your dad wrapped up into it too. After you guys created EKR Holdings for Eli Caitlin Regalado Holdings, you sent it $90,000 because why not? Our favorite, Ediboo, Mark McCorkle, you son of a bitch. They named you in court today, so I get to talk about you. You're the cocksucker who took the Slice wallet and moved it into some coin community wallet, causing people to lose their coin. You're the one that helped Eli and Phil to fork the code that you took the damn announcement out on for some coin. Colonel Panic Corp, there you are, Phil. You got named in court. God, I remember how you loved that name to come up with. $4,478 a month on the RV payment. RV's worth $360,000 as they say it sits right now. Caitlin was getting paid there. Okay, meals. They went on trips to Florida, Illinois, Nevada, Colorado. The witnesses, a lot of places in the U.S., and in this short amount of time spent $38,000 on meals. They only spent $33,000 total this whole time on any sort of legal, which their lawyer quit on them because, as it was inferred, the lawyer said they are full of shit. Didn't want to jeopardize their license. Credit card. These for Eli, $4,000. So you notice there's a theme there. He's putting everything into Caitlin's name. I mean, even when you look at Caitlin Dorsey, right? That's the name that they left with, her maiden name. And this is amazing to me too, because I know that supposedly her family has, she comes from a family of money. So I don't know what's going on here. I think, I'm just hypothesizing that maybe Eli's using her as a vehicle or a conduit to just do his destruction through, and he doesn't care about her at all. But I don't know if she's really just drank the Kool-Aid, because it's apparent at times that maybe she has, but other times I don't know. There was the videos. They went on to the videos, the confessional videos and other promotional videos from June and July of 23. A lot of questions and answers and closing arguments. So Eli admitted that there was no way to repay. They took the money under section 116102. They admitted to the violations. They omitted other violations, like the coin, INDXcoin, was backed by 1/10,000th of the value stated. No basis for a $460 million sowing valuation. He promised that the money went to liquidity, but all of it went to personal expenses. Admits that there was no exit. Admitted the money was not used to develop, but was used on personal spending and with no legitimate purpose. Omitted safety issues like the audit results and maintaining it was safe the whole way through while knowing it wasn't. There was no market available, and he chose to try to create this whole Kingdom Wealth Exchange thing because he wanted complete control over everything that he had. And it was really sad because when the judge had an opportunity to talk at the end, he says, "This case is sad for me." He says, "It's a sadder case that I've seen. Eli preyed upon people in the name of the Lord, promising 10x return like seen in Exhibit 22, and presentations convinced 341 people and assured their safety and profitability but also enforce it's what the Lord wants as well. He used sophisticated terms used to sound convincing and justify investments, and it worked. And they transferred at least 3.4 million to him. Look at the time money coming in and the time money being withdrawn. It's apparent that during the time he made representations as to where funds were going, in reality, the funds were going for luxury vehicles, jewelry, yacht rentals, some word I can't pronounce, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in home improvements. Really is a case that bothers me. Not merely by a case of faith where he sought and received, but took advantage of people's trust. It's clear based on communications that he has compromised their ability to provide for their families. He's talking about the victims. This is a case of greed. It qualifies as a securities under Colorado law. Eli sold unregistered securities through deceptive, manipulative schemes that he preyed upon people. This has been deemed irreparable, and that's how he ended it. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to leave it at that for now. No other comments. But if you guys want to talk, leave some comments in the box. You know, I'll hit you back. But for right now, I'm going to go crash out. So if this finds you, I hope it finds you well. And I mean, I took a lot of pictures and things like that. You know, getting these documents. I'm the only one that got them. Like, investigators weren't even after them. I don't get that. I mean, there's a few other players in this. Dan Applegate, Lorraine Applegate. They definitely need to have an accounting for this. Andre Wagner, Sean Clark. If these are any of the names that you know what to do. Put it in the box below. We'll talk. Have a good one.